My name's Nate, and this is Heavy Pedal Garage. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a part stand for your bits and pieces. This will help keep you from putting things on chairs and workbenches and things like that. I've done this, I continue to do this, but I'm always knocking stuff off. It just seems to be the way it goes. So I decided that I was going to make a part stand to help secure these pieces, something that I can slide out of the way and hold them securely. Check it out. So what I wanted to show you is the pile of creativity. This is my scrap pile back behind Heavy Pedal Garage. I pretty much can't get rid of anything. So I throw all metal back here eventually, planning on taking a load of scrap to the scrap yard, but I've pulled so much stuff out of this pile, it's stupid. There's parts in the car, floor pieces, all kinds of stuff, brackets that I've pulled out of here for other projects. So I hang on to it. What I made last night is a parts holder. I put this together so that I can have everything secured for paint, and it's worked out really good. I'm pretty happy. So I used a brake rotor. That black plate is from the gazebo kit. It's a post plate that I did not use. The poles are from an old trampoline, and then I had some old shelf brackets and some angle brackets in the drawer, and then of course all these screws that I used and nuts came from stuff that I already had. But I'm going to make another one of these, and I'm going to show you pretty much what I did. So this is an old brake rotor from my old Silverado. There's that deck plate. We'll get that welded in. And then I fused together two pieces of pole from the trampoline. And we're going to tack that on. And then the idea here is that I'm going to make a stand for the valance right there. I'm not sure what else might go on it, but I think that will be the only piece. Well, let's get started. Okay, so now that the base is made, I need to make this cross piece. So I don't have a piece that's long enough. So I've got two pieces, and I basically just need to fuse those together, and then we can work on the mount. So there we go. And after a touch of the grinder. I've always said that my welding skills have improved my grinding skills, that's for sure. Alright, so this is the top of the pole that I need to mount the cross piece to. So what I'm going to do is make two slits, one here and one here, and that will be able to bend open, and I'll be able to put that piece down in there after I bend the tabs in. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you see I made two even cuts here, and it goes through both sides. So now what I'll do is just bend these dog ears over. And that's going to give me a nice secure platform to mount that cross piece to. Got my cross section piece, center it up. And there we go. Now I just need to level it and tack it in. All right, so I just put one spot weld there to help hold it while I level it, but it's not welded enough to where I couldn't move it. Let's see how I did. Not too bad. Close my eyes. And there we go. Now I can finish it off. I'm happy with that. All right, so now that the main form is done, here's where you can start mounting different types of brackets or mounting points for whatever parts you're gonna use. My intention is to reuse those so I can always grind those brackets off that I put on and reposition them for any future projects or parts I may wanna use. But I made this stand right here for my valance, and using the back brackets behind these side tail mounts, I think I'm just gonna zip tie this on here, and it ought to stay really nice with just some zip ties. So there we have it. Got my valance supported, and one of the other things that I did here was just to be able to support that and prop it out a little bit, I tacked in another piece just to give it a little extra support on the back side, and then it's not laying on the pole down here and messing up the paint finish. So I'm pretty happy with that. So as you can see, my garage is getting pretty tight. We're getting parts and pieces out, trying to get this thing ready for paint. And one of the added advantages of having these on stands now securely mounted is that I can easily push these to the side of the garage and get them out of the way, and they're secured. The brake rotor stands are really pretty sturdy. I mean, if I bump this, it's not going to fall over. But I also have some other rotors that I think I might, be able to add a rotor underneath of that. They stack nicely, give us some more weight. But I feel pretty good about that. Yes, if you guys go back and see some of those other videos, I've dented my fender, I've knocked my bumper off, and there have been other occurrences where I'm moving through this garage and I'm always, bumping into stuff. So small garage, big intentions. You got to do what you got to do. Save your scrap, get creative, make yourself some stands. This one last night, I was figuring it all out. It took me maybe an hour. And this one here, I just Zeused this one together in about 20 minutes. So, yep, do what you got to do, guys. Small garage, big intentions.